All right, so buddy up in the Pacific Northwest, Cody was asking about using guillotines specifically within the Abu Dhabi trials rule set or the opens. And also, luckily, my thoughts on how to do that in ADCC rules are pretty much how I think about the guillotine in general and why it's such a great multi-tool. With me, I've got Drew Foster, who not only is an ADCC certified ref, but also another master of front headlocks. So we're gonna talk through some stuff. So first of all, if we're coming out to ADCC opens, right? Everyone knows they're doing ADCC, so they're probably gonna take their shirt off and try to wrestle a little bit more than they would otherwise. So when we're here and we're in the wrestling and Drew shoots the hips, no matter what, wrapping the head, as long as I keep the wrap on the head, I'm gonna deny points. So even if they're able to get the takedown, boom, pop across the other side, it doesn't matter. Even with my back flat, as long as I have this wrapped up, no one's gonna score, right? So now, Drew's gotta get to work ripping his head out so he can score. So I relax, 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 it pops, I belly out, turtle up. You don't have back exposure for the amount of time that's needed to score the points, right? So I'm using this slingshot of I've got the head wrapped, they bring me down, boom, they start moving around, that's okay. Now I keep pressure, 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 I start feeling myself losing it, I free this arm. Both hands, hip hop hooray up. Now it's just like a little kid log roll, and I'm free from that pressure. So the threat of the guillotine lets you deny points and then lets you belly out again before points are secured. With that in mind, you know, early on I go against that good wrestler, he takes that good shot early in the match. That good guillotine right off the bat, that's gonna make them think about their shots later, right? They're gonna stop committing through on the hips as much. So one great thing in that rule set is that the guillotine dissuades takedowns. When they do shoot, it allows you to prevent scoring. And if they have to rip themselves out of your guillotine, then you have a good chance to belly out. So that's kind of the first thing that I think about. Next thing that I think about within the rule set is them having to hand fight. So whether I set this up from bottom or in transition or off a takedown, it doesn't really matter. But they come in and they attack, and we're here, and their hands have to show up to fight my hands. That gives me a really good chance to re-sprawl out and go behind into the turtle. Now, I'm not gonna score from this position, but what I can do is either take a shot at the back, right? So I can either, you know, throw that hook and then try to jump into back control to score. Very, very common in ADCC rule set to see people just go all out to take the back. Personally, I don't like that, and I think it's just like a neglected skill set within grappling in general, that when we've got this turtle position, rather than like blitz the back, I'm gonna slow down and break them to a hip and control and completely stick this position. Then I'll walk into my hooks. Then I'll take the back for points. So having the ability to break your opponent to a hip. So basically, when I'm attacking any front headlock situation, I let the hands show up to defend my hands, and I re-sprawl out, go behind. Now I'm breaking to a hip. Now I'm coming over the top. I'm stepping into hooks. If they try to turn through and expose their own back in the process, then I'm gonna release and re-wrap the head. And that's kind of my ideal flow for any front headlock in general, is whether I grab it from bottom or they shoot, and then set up the front headlock this way. So I'd rather set it up pinned. By the same token, we're here, I'm on front headlock and I can't clear my legs for whatever reason. Okay, no worries. I need to keep control and be rocking my opponent. So now it's a two-way go, and I can either roll them through, and then come up and try to stick this with 75% control of the back on the ground, right? If I can come up and stick it, there's my point. If I can't get the turn in this direction, then I just go the other way, try to stick it and get the point. And then we're, chilling again. Same thing, if I just turned this through, or if I'm in top position, now once again, my opponent's not trying to accept this back flat position. They're trying to deny these points. So you're gonna get a turn in hard. They get turn in. Boom. Front headlock again. Run them through the same system again. They don't want to let the points happen. Turn already in. Yeah, turn away. Boom. Now we're here. Breaking to a hip again. Break to the hip. Now either proceed to the back or they'll accept being flattened out to avoid the back. But yeah, just realizing that when you're grabbing front headlock, you're going to get a lot of easy paths to turtle. And then we got to be comfortable and confident attacking that turtle position, especially in the ADCC rule set where it's hard to secure those points consistently. Yeah, I think we hit it all. And then, just generally speaking, same thing of when we're here and I'm in Drew's guard. So for Drew to score, he's going to have to sweep me, but in no-gi, it's very hard to keep enough control to sweep clean. So there's going to be a wrestle up component. So as we're here and he goes for any type of sweep, boom, as long as I can stay wide, then he's going to have to turn this into a single leg. And now I'm in the same position again. The front headlock is stopping that wrestle up. If he's able to get single leg, I'm front headlock, he puts me on my butt. Cool, you still can't score because I've got the submission threat. If I can start using this to re-sprawl or twist him around, great. But if at any point he starts fighting the hands and separating his head, then I just belly out, deny those points again.
Can I have one quick thing?
No, I was about to turn over the mic.
Right here, when I'm in guard and Cody's attacking, it's all about initiation in ADCC. So if Cody initiates a guillotine attack on me before I start to wrestle up, even if I do wrestle up, I'm not gonna get the points. So you can, if you attack a guillotine or a kimura or something and you lose position, as long as you made the attack before they initiated their reversal or sweep attempt, you're gonna be fine even if you lose the submission as far as points. So it's very unlike an IBJJF or something where regardless of who ends up on top, they score regardless. It's like, if you initiate the attack, so you get what I'm saying. If Cody jumps the attack, he's not gonna get scored on pretty much.
And that's the nice
if he
thing,
loses it.
when we're trying to create motion against, a seated guard player, especially, ADCC, you're gonna see a lot of leg entanglements. And so as this person comes in to entangle my legs, rather than stay here and try to figure all this out, I'm just gonna dive the neck. Now I'm the initiator. Now the other person comes on top, pops free, no points, right? We're denying points by being the initiator. So just some general ideas and, ADCC, why it changes things. You can't get scored on when you turtle up, so that's a nice little bonus. And you gotta really stick those pins. So getting used to bellying out more and turtling up more, and then vice versa, getting used to attacking a turtle slowly rather than just trying to jump the back all